In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent. Dear students, welcome to Pakistan International School Doha, Qatar, for e-learning program. Dear students, this video lecture is prepared by the Department of Social Sciences, and this is lecture number 2 of week number 7, for the subject of Social Studies 4, Class 5. We are in lesson number 2. Its title is World Climate. Dear students, today's topic is climate change. We will learn the concept of climate change, its causes and effects of climate, how we can play our role to stop climate from changing. It's an interesting and important topic, so be attentive throughout the lecture. The learning objective of this lecture is students will be able to. Learning objectives. Students will be able to 1. Understand the concept of climate change. 2. Demonstrate their understanding by writing answers of question in the given worksheet. Dear students, just brainstorm that what come to your mind when you listen or read this word. Climate change. Yes, take your time. Well, students, first tell me, what do we mean by climate? I hope you all will be in a position to tell the simple definition of climate. Well, we learned that climate is the average measurements of temperature, wind, humidity, snow, and rain in a place over the course of years, almost 30 years or more. What is climate change? If climate is the average measurements of temperature, wind, humidity, snow, and rain in a place over the course of years, almost 30 years or more, then what does climate change means? Here an important and additional word is change. So, dear students, what is climate change? Climate change is a change in the climatic patterns of a region or on a global scale. So, change in the climatic pattern is climate change. Let's discuss it in detail to comprehend it. Climate change refers to any significant change in the measures of climate lasting for an extended period of time. In other words, climate change includes major changes in temperature, rainfall, and wind patterns, among other effects, that occur over several decades or longer. It is hoped that now very point will be clear. Very good. Dear students, now we are leading to another important question, and that is, what has caused climate change? Students, be attentive. There are many more reasons which can be listed as causes of climate change. Here is a list of some important one. Observation of change in climate started mid to late 20th century onwards. The increased levels of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. The use of fossil fuel is also one of main contributor to climate change. It's not exactly bad for the ecosystems of the planet when it happens slowly, but when it is speeded up by humans it can become very bad. It is hoped that now you will be in a position to tell main causes of climate change. Students, are you all able to enlist main causes of climate change? Okay, let's learn it in a different way to make you clearer. We can say that the use of fossil fuels has been the main contributor to climate change. Students, we are the inhabitations of the earth, so our own individual and collective actions resulted in climate change. Let's learn in detail. Human actions responsible for climate change are following. The use of fossils, as discussed before, that this is the main causes of climate change. Destruction of forest areas for agricultural purposes or deforestation in general. This is another human action which resulted in climate change. because of change in lifestyles and increase in population, climate changed because of manufacture of cement, chemicals, metals. Lastly, because of the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere contributed to climate change. So, it can be said that usage of fossil fuel, deforestation and manufacturing of cement, chemicals and greenhouse gases contributed to climate change. Dear students, here is another important question that: why does climate change matter? Plants, animals, humans and societies have developed in a climate that has changed only a little, except over extremely long periods. We are not adapted to cope with rapid climate change. Small changes in average temperature can transform to big changes across the planet, leading to rising sea levels, more extreme weather and some areas becoming much harder to live in. Here, we learned that climate change is affecting us in many ways. So, there is the need to address this global issue. Students, here it is very important to understand that. Why does climate change matter? Loss of capacity to work due to heat. Shortage of fresh drinking water. Spread of diseases due to high temperature. Rise of prices. Loss of habitat and species. Shrinking productivity of crops. Poverty. Drought. Students, from these points, it can be said that the situation is very alarming. We, humans, are leading to a troublesome life. It's our global issue and we all have to play our due role. Students, let's learn that. How can we stop climate change? Or what action can change the situation? Here is a list of actions, if taken by all of us, can lead to change the situation gradually. These are: 1. Usage of solar panels for electricity generation. This will decrease in fossil fuel consumption. 2. Here is 3R formula, and that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. If we prefer usage of such things in our lives that can reduce the waste material, reduction in consumption of energy. If we use such this which are reusable, or if we recycle things. 3. Usage of renewable energy. That is an important point and its result will be positive. 4. Then, another action is overall less usage of fossil fuels. 5. The next action is use energy wisely. When there is no need of any electric device, turning it off or sitting in common places. 6. There is the need of stricter standards and rule and regulation to be followed. 7. Another important action is to invest in renewables and divest from fossil fuels. 8. Last but not the least is to consume less, waste less, enjoy life more. It is hope now we are clearer about the concept of climate change. What are causes of climate change? What are its effects? And, how can we play our roles to change the situation? Dear students, if you have any question, ask from your subject teacher. Thank you for being attentive. See you all in our next session. And take care. Allah Hafiz.